Hello, viewers. Today I want to talk about debt. What is debt? Debt is when you are owing somebody, when you are owing somebody a duty, or when you are owing somebody money. That is what we call debt. So, how can we enter this debt? How do we enter this debt? Yes, we can enter debt by contract. Yes, we can enter debt by contract. You can also enter debt by borrowing money, asking someone to borrow you. Please borrow me. At the end of the month, I will give you back. Borrow me 50,000. At the end of the month, I will give you back. In so doing, you have entered debt. In so doing, you have entered debt. Yes, we can also enter debt by contract. Do this for me by duty. When you fail to do your duty, you are indebted. You can also enter debt by promise. I am going, and when I go to town tomorrow, I will buy you a bottle of malt. Of course, by so doing, by so saying, you have entered debt. You have been indebted. And if you don't do it, the person can keep worrying you to pay that debt. So that is how we can enter debt. Now, are there some consequences of being indebted? Yes, there are some consequences of being indebted. Number one, if you are indebted to someone, it can create fear. You can create fear in you. Whenever you see the person, you become afraid, so much afraid, because you are owing that person. Consequences of being indebted: it draws you back financially. It draws you back financially. What do I mean that it draws you back financially? For example, if you are owing somebody, let's say $50, and now at the end of the month, your salary is the same $50. Of course, you are going to collect that salary, that particular salary, to pay the person, and you'll be left with nothing. Instead of being rich for $50,000, you are now going to use that money to pay the person and remain empty. So it draws you back financially. Another consequences is that it makes you to overwork yourself. When you are indebted and the person is actually disturbing you, then you have no option than to work harder. You can even work overtime to make sure you meet up the money as to pay your debt. So it makes you to overwork yourself. It makes you to overwork yourself. Another thing it does, also, it puts you in enmity with the person. It puts you in enmity with the person. That is one of the consequences of being indebted. When you are not able to pay your debt, you become an enemy. The person will see you as an enemy. When he sees you, it frowns. He's not happy with you. Why? Because you are owing him. Another consequences is that it brings shame. At the end of the day, when you are not able to pay, of course, it brings shame. Whenever you see the person, you become ashamed. Of course, the person can even go ahead disgracing you for owing him. Now, I want to talk. How can you avoid debt? How can you avoid debt? Do you really want to avoid debt in your life? Of course, you can avoid debt. How can you avoid debt? One of the things you do to avoid debt: say no when the debt wants to come. When the body is telling you to go and borrow, say no to any borrow. Tell yourself, I am not going to borrow any money this year, this month. I am not borrowing any money from anybody. That is one of the things how you can avoid debt in your life. Now, another way you can avoid debt is you must plan within your income. You must plan within your income. If your income is $50, just plan within $50. Don't allow your expenses to exceed your income. That is one of the ways you can avoid debt. Another way you can avoid debt: please don't accept pressure from your wife or any family member. Don't accept pressure, because when you are being pressurized of certain responsibilities, you are being disturbed of certain responsibility, it will make you to go looking for money, go borrowing money. So don't accept any pressure from any family member, even your wife. Please, if this is your first time of watching my video, I want you to subscribe to my channel. If you're watching me on YouTube, please subscribe to my channel. If you're watching me on Facebook, follow me. If you're watching me on TikTok, follow me. Don't forget, my name is Mefa. See you in my next video. Thank you. Bye. Hello, guys. If you're watching me for the first time on YouTube, I want you to subscribe to my channel so that I can get notification when I drop my videos. If you're watching me on Facebook, I want you to follow me. If you're watching me on TikTok, I want you to follow me. I love you. Please, I have a lot of things to teach you. Don't forget, I'm your financial coach. See you next time in my next video. Thank you. Bye.
Is this your first time visiting my channel? Please like, click on the red subscribe button and the bell close to it. Subscription is free. Thank you.